What is the simplified form of the expression? State any excluded values. So now in part A, we know our excluded values. We want to make sure our denominator does not equal 0. So now when we have this quadratic equation here, you can solve by either factoring or the quadratic formula. I am going to make you practice factoring here. So we are going to factor using guess and check. I know these two both need to be x and x to make x squared. And now here on this right side, I'm trying to make -8. So that can be -4 and +2. And that foils to make the trinomial above, so that factored. So now remember, we set each factor cannot equal 0. X minus 4 cannot equal 0, or x plus 2 cannot equal 0. So x cannot equal 4, or x cannot equal -2. So there are two excluded values here with this quadratic denominator. So now we can factor a numerator has a GCF of 2, and that leaves x minus 4. And our denominator, we already know, factors to be x minus 4 and x plus 2. And we can cancel this common binomial factor in the numerator and denominator. And that leaves 2 over the quantity x plus 2. And as long as x is not 4 or -2. Moving along to part B, for our excluded values, we know 3a minus 3 cannot equal 0. Adding 3a cannot equal 3. Dividing by 3, a cannot equal 1. That's our excluded value. So our numerator, I'm going to factor. I know it needs to be a times a to make a squared. And we're looking for two numbers that multiply to make 2 here. And I'm going to make them both negative since my middle term is negative, -2 and -1. And then our denominator has a GCF of 3, and that leaves a minus 1. So now I can cancel this common binomial factor, and we're left with a minus 2 over 3, as long as a does not equal negative or +1.